Hey, test.
Good? Okay. Shalom, Israel. We had some technical difficulties, but we're going to get back to our Hebrew class right now, and we're going to resume. Nayara, let's see. We got people check into the what is that? YouTube, right? Good. Okay. Go ahead. Get back up there. Let's explain the Hebrew characters. Abba, Gada. Right above it, what it is, Nayara. Right? So people, if you use the Hebrew chart, you can see that Abba, Ga, and Da. Okay? Good. Okay. So when you use Abba, Ga, and Da, those are the first four. I mean, because we have 22 of them in this particular language here, and 27 down here. In the Assyrian language on the second line. But we say Abba Gadam, we use the, to reiterate, we use the word Abba Nawa, that means our Father. And that's the first and the Ba, we spelled it out. Right. Abba Nawa. So we're going to write another word up here to illustrate Ga. So I want you to write the word Gamal, G-A-M-A-L. 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 Anybody know what that means online? Anybody know? Anybody get a stab of what Gamal means? So we're using this, since we're on God here, it's kind of like a illustration class here, so people can understand the Hebrew characters or the ABCs, and or what you would call it the Hebrew characters. What we would call it the Hebrew characters. So God, that's God up there, right? So what does Gamal mean? Anybody? What does it sound like? Gamo. Gamo. Like Gamal or Gamo. That's an ancient Hebrew word. Gamo. What is it? What did you say?
I'm not sure.
What does it sound like? Gamo. Job had a lot of gamos. Go ahead.
Goat.
No, you close.
Hey.
You're on the right track. It's an animal. You're right. Job had a lot of gamos. Gamo. So what if I said camel? That's what it means.
It means camel.
Yeah, right there. It means camel. Yeah, right there. That's close enough. That's what this word means. Gamal means camel. Camel. That's the I can't help because the impressive language got an EL and we only got two vowels, the A and the I. So camel. So Gamal means camel, and that's the starter of the word God. That's what that will look like.
Right.
So if I were to write that down, then you can break that word down and write it in Hebrew. Camel? See if you can do it in that pen right there. Or green, I don't know. Go ahead. Write it, yeah, you can write it right there. We'll erase it. You got enough room to write it in Hebrew up there?
Constantly, I can write it.
All right, go ahead. What are you looking for? Ma? Oh, right, Ma. All right, well now what are you looking for? La? Right? Right, La. That's the word. Give me some connectors in there. Ga-mal. 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 There you go. Clap it up for the trooper right there, man. He's come a long way. The troopers, man, once they get something, they grab hold to it, right? So that's how you do it. Instead, the connectors, man. Explain those connectors, Nayar.
All right, so this first character.
Stand to the side.
This first character, that is a Ga, and it has a independent connector which is shaped like a frowny face.
Like a frowny face or upside down U, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, we're going to use U's and upside down U, none of the
Right.
frowny face stuff, right? Just to be consistent, right? Go ahead.
Kind of, sir. Then the Ma, it has a dependent connected, because it has to depend on lock to get the mall sound.
To get them all sound, clap for it. Exactly right. That's exactly right. Anybody checking in there? We urge everybody who's listening in to go ahead and check in the class again. I mean, we got you down, Jada and other people. We understand people who are getting credits for class to get their Hebrew name. We understand that. We got you down, sis. Gamal. So that's the camel, right? All right, good. And that's what it means. So you go ahead and erase that. We just kind of let you know. Oh, wait a minute, no. Yeah. Go ahead and erase that up top, man. We'll give a word for da in a second here, right? We're going to try to illustrate all of the words that we can in Hebrew. We're going to try to give an illustration of what they look like and sound like, right? Go ahead. Erase everything but the da. Erasing pretty much now. A little better, isn't it? There you go. Board's getting dry. Okay.
But the dot.
We're gonna use the dot. Okay. And of course the Syrian down below. Of course we can also we'll illustrate now how to use the da. Go ahead and erase camel. We don't need that, right? Okay. You got people checking the class yet? Some more. I'm sorry we had a pause in class. Go ahead and use what you have to use right there. Right? Okay. Yeah, what you got?
Well, it's not showing up here, but I got it on my phone.
Right.
But I.S.U.P.K said camel and Sister Jada said camel also.
Yeah, good. Clap it up for Lashawan and Sister Jada. Appreciate that. But camel, that's right. Gamal means camel. That's what it means. That's good. And that's good to understand. We're just trying to illustrate that Ga. Write that G up there again, that Ga up there just one more time. When we show you Ga, and then illustrate what it looks like on the Hebrew chart. Yeah, looks like that. Yeah, you can go ahead and write the other one up there just for the sake of writing it. Right. That's exactly right, Kalabazan, Sister Jada. The Ga here, that's what it looked like. It looks like that little, it's not an upside down golf club, but Gamo, Ga. That's how you use Hebrew. Right. The same way you would use the American language, it all copied off of us, the original Hebrew. That's what it is.
Right.
And so when you use that, this right here is an Assyrian Ga. You spell it the same way. Think you can write that Gamo, camel, in Assyrian? Sure you can. Go ahead. Start it off. Here. You use the black pen there. Go ahead. Write it above there. That's Ga. That's your first Ga, right? Now you need Ma. How you write a Ma in Hebrew? In the Syrian Hebrew, right? No, that's not the end. You don't need the end there, right? That would be right if it was at the end. You're not writing the ending character, are you? So you don't need that. Go ahead. Just write a regular end. Learn these. Your goal is to learn the Hebrew chart. That's what you want to learn. That's when you go to school to learn your ABCs. How you gonna write a word unless you know the Hebrew chart? What else? Gamal, right? Now you need a la, right? A little handicap looking symbol. What you got?
Got a question.
Go ahead.
Sister Jada said, what does the bar mean?
Debar.
Oh, okay.
It means to speak, Sister Jada, and we'll write that down here in a second. We'll write that down. That's gamel, right? That's camel, okay? Erase the, now, go ahead and erase that. Put debar up there for Sister Jada. Debar means to speak.
Right.
Okay? And when you say, Go ahead and erase that up top there, bro. Now write the word dabar. We'll use it right here. Dabar. D-A-B-A-R. Means to speak, sis. Dabar. Dabar. All right, break that down. Write it in Hebrew. Dabar, back, right to left, right? Dabar. Go ahead. Give a stab at it. True. That's right. That's a dawada looking D or da, right? Go ahead. Right?
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one that proves it.
Got it? Okay.
No, not that
The bar, break it down. Go ahead. And it means write down up top what it means there, right just next to it, underneath it, to speak. What you got? It just means speak. Right?
one.
Okay? What do you got in the chat?
Colossians I said to speak, bro.
What?
He said to speak.
Yeah, both of them. Clap it up for Jada and Lamazon. It means to speak. That's what the word means, okay? Go ahead and break it down. What do you got? Now we're going to spell it in the ancient Hebrew. Break it down.
Alright, so this da, it has a independent connector, so it has its own sound. And then the ba, it has it. It depends on the rock.
Just say what you see. That's all you got to say, right? That's
That's
exactly
how you
right.
get the bar.
Yeah, but what is that?
Oh, that is a dependent connector.
Dependent connector. So the upside down U is an independent connector. The second is the bar dependent connector, right?
Come.
So you get the word the bar, which means to speak. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's about a couple more questions, right?
Go ahead.
After you said the meaning of the bar, she said, so why is thank you, I am the bar?
Yeah. It's why does it mean? Why does thank you is ayan the bar? It's like, okay, I'll tell you. The word literally translate when you say the bar, it's like ayan the bar means don't speak of it. No big deal. No big deal. Don't speak of it. So that's why you use the bar in that word, ayan the bar. No words. Don't speak of it. That's what it means, Jada. When you say ayan the bar, right? Ayan the bar, bruh. Ayan the bar, sis. And ayan the bar, sir. That means don't speak of it. No problem. That's what it means. No problem.
Right.
That's how you have to use Hebrew words. Don't take everything exactly from face value. You have to understand what it's trying to translate, literate, or what it's trying to say. In this case, it means don't speak of it, ayan the bar. Okay? All right, clap it up for the sister right there, right? That's what it means, all right? All right, now you can write that, you can go ahead and erase those. Yeah. That's what, so when you say thank you, what you're inferring is, no problem, ayan the bar, and you're saying, okay, don't speak of it.
Right.
That's what you're saying. Thank you means the water, sis. That's how you say thank you, the water. You say ayan the bar, don't speak of it. That's why you use don't speak of it. That's why the bar is in that word. That's a little bit more graduated. I'm not sure how long you've been in the Hebrew, sis, but who has that written? What is that?
She said the water.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
Often the Bar gonna set you straight.
That was,
Clap up. You can't clap. That's exactly right. I like sisters that participate. Go ahead and erase that one.
it's that black Hispanic lady in it.
Huh?
That's the black Hispanic.
Yeah, they wanna know.
That's our language. We don't speak it.
What you got? Abba, God, Da.
Concept.
What's next?
High and walk.
Give me some ha and wa there. What you got? Another question? What? Huh?
Is me. She's saying, is our thigh and me?
What is it?
I don't know, our thigh and
Awathaya.
AHWHTHYA. Our thigh.
What is she trying to spell?
I'm not sure.
Ayan? What is she, what is that?
It says our, yeah.
What does she have written there, Akash?
She said, is it me? Because that mean me. She said, correct.
Is it what?
She said, I guess he's asking, does Awathaya mean me? But I don't know.
What are you saying?
Awathaya, does it mean me? Like me, the word me.
Me? Spell what you're saying to me.
AHWHTHYA.
And you're saying, does it mean what?
Me.
M-E? Look at me when you said I can't see what?
AHWATHYA.
Uh-huh.
Awathaya.
Uh-huh.
Well, she said, does it mean me?
Me, M-E?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. She want to know what that means?
I don't know
No, let me see here. Let me see what you're saying, sis. Go ahead and put over there what that is, man. You wrote something on the board, right? What it is, right? You want to know if it means me? Yes, it's awathya. That's what she wants to know. She want to know what it means. Awathya. Since you're off on it, we're going to do another one for you, sis. What she has? Awathya. What?
it's like you asking me?
You.
It says,
What else is on the board? What they have in there?
no, she just spelling it out, I guess.
It's awathya. That's what it means. Are you asking me the question or are you making a statement, sis? Which one?
I think she's asking.
You're asking a question. Go ahead.
What does Awathya mean?
Awathya means me. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do you want to know that, sis? You want to just know vocabulary? Is that what it is? And that's cool. Write it on the board. We'll do that before.
Yeah, she says she just asked.
Just want to ask. Yeah, cool. That's why there's nothing wrong with asking questions. But we normally try. We have an agenda, but we'll keep going. No, man. I didn't ask you to write that. It's awathya. I said awathya.
I think she said Hawa.
You ain't gotta repeat it. Just say awathya. What else is up there?
She says she's trying to make sentences.
Yeah, I mean we'll be here all night trying to make sense of these words. But we'll write one more for you, sis. T-H-A and then Yah. Okay? Okay. Put it. It means me. All right. Okay. You got that one? Anything? Yes. What she understand that right now? She want to know probably why does it mean that, I think. I guess, right? Is that what she's saying that, but that's probably what she wants.
Yeah, she said select.
Go ahead.
She said select.
Salaki what?
I guess, because she put out a bunch of words.
Yeah. It's not a problem. But that's what it means, okay? And to break all these words down, and to break them down, all of them might have to be here all night, but that's what me means when you want to say me. Okay, and we learn vocabulary so we can break it down further to learn words learn the word so we can break it down further so we can get it into sentences. What else we have there?
She said, I was just trying to make sentences with other words.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and then and of course, sis, Jada, right? Of course, you're not going to understand every word written down, but I'll break down what I can. I mean, like in class, if I broke down everybody's word, I'd be here all night. Stand to the side a little bit. Always down off camera so it's sort of focus, right? Okay? But Awaki, means me. That's a good observation, right? Anything else in the chat?
No, no.
Any more questions, sis? Or are you good for right now? Or, you know? Okay. All right. What you got up there? Now, Yar?
First,
What you got?
She said yes.
Go ahead. What you got?
The word plenty.
Who?
The word plenty.
Plenty?
Yeah,
Like plenteous?
yeah,
Like a lot?
yeah,
Plentiful? Okay. So you want to know that word, right? That is, she gonna build up her whole vocabulary. Let me see. I don't know. I'd have to look that word up, sis. I'm not sure about it. I'd have to look it up. I'd have to go into some further detail in my phone there. But anyway, go. What you got? Huh? Okay. Go ahead.
She said no, she meant she had plenty of questions.
Oh, she has plenty of questions. Oh, yeah. And some of your questions, I mean, I'll answer as many as I can, but we may have to put some of them offline here because of the time limit, right? What time do you have anyway?
7:52.
Okay, yeah. All right, but just hang with us right here now so you can understand the basic structure of Hebrew. So understand the proponents of Hebrew and how it's written and how it's done, and then we'll get into a whole lot of more technical questions. Because if you go to the technical questions, or if you just go to, it ain't technical, it's just more vocabulary, and I got to spend time breaking down everybody's vocabulary word, which is cool. I'll have a night for that, but this night here, I answered a few of them for you because some of them need to be answered. Go ahead.
First character is a ha
Right,
in the ancient,
right.
and then the second, abundant is in the Assyrian,
Yeah,
and then this wa is in the ancient,
right.
and then down below you got it in the Assyrian as well.
Right. So if I wrote the word, so you have a ha and a wa, right? Okay, good. So if I wrote the word, let's see if I can write one of those words up there. What else you have? Any more questions in the chat there?
No, I said.
Okay. She has plenty there. I got I can imagine. But that's good. Did I give you some words to write down over there? What did I give you?
You gave me shawl, mashah,
Okay, I didn't give you any words with that ha, did I?
lots, and I ain't got no.
Dang, got it. Okay. That's all right. I'll find something here. What? Did I got one?
Is evil? No, it's like
I do not.
That's a nashar, not hashar. It's not shar.
I have nashar.
That
Oh, I got one. Haram. Ha. Yeah. hyphen, just RAM. All right, go ahead. Anybody know what that means? You might, I don't know. Haram. Go ahead and write that out in Hebrew. Oh, man. Got it?
Concept, yeah, I got it.
Okay. Haram, right?
Good for answer.
Huh?
See, look for some answers.
Yeah, we got.
She said, walk or go.
No, not quite. I think, but you're close. I think that's more like halak. Or I think that's the word
Right.
you're looking for.
It is right there.
Yeah, halak. That would be go. But this is a different word here, Sister Haram. I tell you, I give you, I mean, it's like hit or miss. Here, matter of fact, I'll draw one for you. What does that look like to you? Ooh. What she say?
She said pizza.
Huh?
She said pizza.
Pizza, yeah. How about a pyramid?
That's your question mark.
Huh?
Yeah, she had the question mark. She said pizza.
Yeah, no. I mean, it does, but that was just my illustration of trying to write. As a matter of fact, I kind of like this. Like that. What is that? No, I guess it still look like pizza. The artist today. That's, in other words, a pyramid. Go ahead and write pyramid down there. Because that's what it is. It's a haram. Get up top, man. You have to. Here, write it up there. Just up, right anywhere. Right there. Right there. Oh, right there. Right there. Go over there. Yeah, move over. Yeah, there you go. You're gonna write pyramid, right? P-Y R is it I think it's I, isn't it? No, it's A M-I-D. That's what that is. What she has.
Still pyramid.
Pyramid, yeah. That's what that word is, haram. And we're illustrating it. All right, break that down. Break that down, the spelling of it.
The first character is a ha, and
Mhm.
it has a independent connector, which looks like a U. I mean, so like
Upside down.
yeah, upside down U. And then the next character is a ra.
Right.
It looks like a backwards 4, and then the ma. Then the next character is a ma.
Right.
I'll explain what that look like, but the ra depends on the ma, so that's how you get the rum.
That'll work. Depends on that. If that's what the word you're trying to make of it, right? That's what it is. If you're trying to make this word, haram, right? Haram. It means pyramid, or pyramidal building, and that's what that is. Haram. And of course, we're illustrating the word ha, right?
Right.
Am I right?
Right.
Did you break that down? Okay.
Concept.
All right. Go ahead and erase everything but wa.
Just vocabulary can be filled with many words. So, you know, I can find it, but I'd be here all night trying to find all of them. That makes sense?
Right.
Unless I was about 1,000 years ago. Right? Hope y'all understand that, or anybody for that matter, not just me. Right?
Right.
There you go. And erase that off with your other towel there. Kind of get your board in condition because it's kind of not exactly in shape, right? A little moist there. Right? All right.
Now,
Huh? What you got?
she asked, does how mean the?
Does ha mean the?
Yeah, like anything.
Yes. As a matter of fact, we'll illustrate that word. But matter of fact, let me show you why it means the. Write the word up there. Ha aratazah. We'll just do it that way. Ha A-H. Remember, everything is spelled off of the Hebrew chart. What is that? Ha aratazah. Ha aratazah. Not ra. Ha aratazah. Right? Ha aratazah. Very, very good. And anybody, and put a hyphen under here. Let me see. I got it. Give me a erase that when you get time. Okay? Okay. The word. Thank you, Tawada. Appreciate it. You know what a ratazah is? Anybody in the chat? Just let the people in the chat try to guess what it is first. You write things close there, it's kind of hard to tell. We're going to make it so that word will jump out at you, right? So we'll put it over here. There we go. Anybody know what a ratazah means? In the chat? A ratazah. Anybody? Of course, we just got using the word ha, right? In other words, we got it over here. Ha, like that. That's a ha, right? In the Hebrew, and of course we'll write it right to left here. We'll say ah, right? Ra, ra, and then we'll write a, what is it, a tazah? Like that. So we say ha, ra, tazah. Look, get this out of the way for a second, okay? And so we'll say ha over here. Like that. Okay? That's the word in Hebrew. Well, right there. Anybody know what it is?
No.
What's the question in there?
So,
What we got?
I don't know. The want.
What does it say?
The want.
What did you say?
It says the want.
The want? Who said that?
No, this is good.
She said the want?
No.
Okay. No, not it's, but you're close because
the word ha is means da. But go ahead. Yard, you have it?
Like I said, does it mean the earth?
The earth, right? Go ahead and write the earth down in there. Clap it up for the trooper right there, man. Right? It means the earth. Like when the earth, the Bible says, you know, Ratazah, what do you have?
I guess she's saying Rakazah means what?
No.
She thought
No,
Rakazah-
you're trying to break the word down without the rest of the word. You're trying to make words. No, I see what you're saying. No. You have to use the full sound. Aratazah. Ha'aratazah. So the word ha itself is a preposition. Okay? In this case, it's the, because you can have ha represent different things. In this case, it's represented as a preposition, the word ha. Like this, it's a preposition. You got another writer over good. Go on. Okay, preposition, right? And so you have the word ha, the, and that's a symbol, of course, in ancient Hebrew. It is a preposition in this case, ha, and then of course, aratazah means earth. So you have the earth. So it is describing, it's a preposition, sort of like describing a noun. Understand it? Who's that, Jada?
Yeah, she said okay.
Huh?
She said okay.
Yeah. Just take the word for what it is. Don't try to make other words out of it. I'm familiar with what you're talking about, but that's not what it is. And of course, when we spell it, what? Step over there somewhere. Because you're messing with the focus of the camera, right? Right here. Ha, right there. Ha. That's an independent connector. That's why we have the upside down U. We find these things in our ancient history, okay? We have to understand. We have to give you things that's written down in I.S.U.P.K as we got it through our ancient history, right? Then we have an independent connector, Ra, independent connector, and Tazah, independent connector. So it says Ra, Tazah. So it's Ha'aratazah. And of course, we're using one preposition and one noun. And that's where we get the word from. That's what you want to build on. You want to build on your prepositions. Those are things that comes before nouns or before a word. And you want to get your what we call possessive adjectives, okay? That's another way of understanding it, right? Did that answer her question there? Huh?
I think so. Can you comment?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out if it did. Because people ask questions, so we want to know, hey, where's everybody else in the chat? They go home?
She
Huh?
said comment.
She understands it?
Comment.
And Jada, when you're addressing, what you want to do is say, "Con, sir," when you're addressing an officer, especially a male. And that's because we have male officers. We don't have female officers. But you want to say, when you're addressing a male, you want to say, "Sir, con, sir, thank you. The water, sir," or "Con, sir." And I appreciate it, Jada. What else we have over there? You can go ahead and erase that. Haratazah. That was just for illustration for somebody right there. What she say? Yes. Con, sir. I appreciate that, Jada, right? Right. Go ahead.
You don't need that water no more, right?
Yeah, you can leave it up there. Right? What's the next letter after Wa?
It's like za.
Go ahead and put a za up there. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's locked. Here you go. That one? I think that would work right there. Yeah, I mean, you can leave Y up there.
Alright, right above what it is. You should be, try not to use that chart if you have to, right? But if you have to, I understand, right? And by the way, you can go ahead and put the word, I think she was trying to put the word go, halak. I think that's what she was trying to write, right? I think that's what it means. It means to go. Halak. Write the word halak up there. I believe that's what she was trying to put down. Slaki. AK. It means to go. Put it down underneath there. And go ahead and spell it out in Hebrew, since that's the one we had, right? Spell it out in the ancient Hebrew. You know the Syrian Hebrew on that also? Okay, go ahead and do that one also. I got a word for you here. You good? I don't know why you write it like that. What that word? Go ahead. You write a car, right? I guess I can accept that. That's close enough. Okay, so that's the word, right? He's just written the word halak, or go. All right, then we'll use the word for wa. What's that? Somebody got some in the chat?
No,
Huh?
no.
Oh, that's says. Okay, I got you. What did I say? Explain yourself right there. Go ahead.
Alright, this first character, it is ha, and it has a independent connector,
Right,
like an upside down U.
right.
We got the la. The la depends on the car. That's how you get the lock sound, and that has a dependent connect because it depends on the car.
Right. Depends on the car. That depend that upside down U, right? Yeah, and then I'm sorry, the U look, and that's so we get the word lock, right? So that spells halak, means to go, like, on your way, man, But that's what it is. You go ahead and erase that. I just thought I'd write that down. And then now we're going to use the word wa. So I want you to write that word down. I want you to use two of those wa's up there. To say, put it over there. Say, put a wa down. Wa. Independent sound, independent connector. Put another wa down. How could you miss? Just put another wa down. Can't miss it, right? You said wa, right? Yeah. I mean, you the one told me that. Is that what wa look like? Is that right, Cosmar? Is that a wa? Is that what wa look like?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Okay, then put another connector on there. So what does that word spell there?
Wah.
Put it down there.
Wah.
Anybody know what a wah is? Anybody? Somebody has something down there. What we got?
She said, she's asking, all right, first of all, she's asking, but Ba'akan, does that mean Ba'kan, does that mean come here? And halak-kan, does that mean go here?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second here. But go ahead. What did she say? I'm sorry. What's the word she's using?
She said, Ba'akan is come here.
Ba'akan.
It's spelled B-A-A-H. Ba'a and then Khan, K-A-A-N. And she's saying is that come here.
Come here. She's interested in the word come here,
Yeah.
and then she's interested in what else?
Go there. I mean, go here.
Go there?
No, go here.
Right. Come here and go there, right?
But anyway, I'll look it up. Give me the Ba'a means to come.
Right.
Right. Okay? You don't even have to say here. You in Hebrew, you don't, when you're telling a child to come here, you just say Ba'a.
Right.
You don't have to say come here. It's understood. So go ahead and write the word Ba'a on the board, okay? Huh? That makes sense? Right. Ba'a, B-A-A-H. That's what it is. And then right down below it, come, that's what it spells. So if that's the word you're looking for, yeah, that's it. And write it, it means come. Yeah. Well, who's that, Jada? Yeah, when you're writing a word down, you don't have to, you don't have, it's understood, let me just say this. It's understood that the word come, if I say come, if I tell my whole army, come, you don't have to say come here. They know what that means.
Right.
It's just, it infers. What we use in Hebrew a lot of times is inference, unless you're very specific. In this case, come just means come. It means Ba'a. You don't have to say Khan. What's she put on the end of it?
She put like you said. Yeah, and then halak-kan, she said, that's go there, right?
Halak just means go. You don't have to put.
Right.
You don't have to put there. You don't have to do it. Just say go. It's understood. Okay. That makes sense?
And she said, does that, is it store?
Wawa, that's Wawa.
And she said, does it mean store?
No. It means, right down in it means hook. H-O-O-K. Like hook. No, it doesn't mean store. Yeah, you're trying to make words up without understanding prepositions and character building, such as, and you're trying to advance words before you understand its vocabulary meaning of them. And then I understand why you're trying to do it, but you can't do it that way. You need to understand what prepositions are and what future tense, past tense. What else? What you got there?
She said, there's a store called Wawa, my bad.
Oh yeah.
It is a store called Wawa.
What does it mean? I mean, where is it? What are they selling there?
I think it's like a gas station or a convenience store.
Okay, yeah. Well, the word literally in Hebrew means hook.
Yeah.
Okay, all I'm doing is just writing words according to our alphabet or our Hebrew characters. That's all I'm doing, really. I'm building. You got to build the vocabulary. You can't. In other words, when you want to spell a word, it doesn't matter what you've studied in Hebrew in the past or whatever. To build a word, you must know the vocabulary. You must know how the word is built. You must know, first of all, the alphabet in which it's built on, or the Hebrew characters, right?
Right.
Especially the connectors. And once you get familiar with that, then you will understand, and really only then you'll understand how things put together. Like that's, as I reiterate and I'll say over, you have to understand your prepositions and your possessive adjective, your future, past and present tense. All of those things play a place and part into understanding how to phrase a word and how to put it. You can't. You don't want to get. I mean, you can, said words, but you don't want to get so deep till it's you don't understand really. You misrepresent what the word means, because the Bible has already transliterated these words. We don't want to retransliterate it, what we have up there.
She said concept.
That makes sense? Okay, clap up this is right there. So what we got? Wawa, right? All right, go ahead and erase that one. Just write these examples down in your book so you'll understand how to build words, and then we can get in and how to really make them. That's what I mean. This class right here is, we've done this class, right, Nayar? We've done this class many times, and this is just a beginner level class. I mean, I have other classes. Yeah, you can hold it right there. I'm just kind of putting vocabulary so you can get an idea and ballpark figure of what words are and how they're formed. And then we can start putting them in sentences, and then we can put them in tenses. Future, present, I'm sorry. Future, past, present. That's the way you write Hebrew. Because if you don't, you'll find yourself trying to transliterate the Bible in your whole language. And you'll be out there on left field in one of these fake Israelite groups, on left field, trying to figure out what they talking about. And on the Command General YAHANNA, that's specific. We have to go the men above us. That's what we're trying to teach you, princess, okay? All right, that's what we're trying to teach you, sis. Right? What you got there? You can erase wa, right? What you got? What's that? That's right, sis. And that's what they are. Laughable when you go to some of these. Right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. When you go to some of these fake camps, ain't no telling what they have written down there. They make up words, but those words are not true. You have to understand what you're writing. And most of them they come to us to try to figure out all of the tenses and characters, and we teach them, and they still don't understand because they don't make sense of it, because the Spirit of the Most High has to be with you. You have to be with you, you know. You got to go and speak in tongues, shout the Holy Ghost and all that, but it's got to be, there's a format and structure in which you learn something, and that's all we're trying to do, right?
Right.
Where we at there, Nayar? What character is that?
Well, there's the Zah.
The Zah? All right. Write the word up here. Just write it down there. Right down below. Right there. Zabak. All right, sis. If you know what this is, or whoever else. Who's there? Who's left in the chat? Like we got the sis, right? Nah. Listen to this. Zabak. Not ka. Now here's the sound. Remember I told you like the ka is a ka. Zabak. And then I'll say Zabak. So that's, in other words, B-A, Zabak. And then when I want to say ka, what sound is that? There you go. Write that down. You got it. That's the one. It makes sense? All right. No, I didn't say Zabak, Zabaka. I said Zabak. Right? Zabak. Yeah, that's it right there. Why you just put the H back in there, you got it. In other words, you don't need the other two. Why don't you need the other two? Now, see, that's a lesson in itself that we've gone over, right? Right? We've gone over that lesson. But right now, this is not a problem. I'm just trying to get you, if I say ka, that's C-H-A-A, right? But if when I say Zabak, you still hear that sound in there. But if I use the ka, you hear that short sound, right? So I'm saying Zabak. Zabak. It's strong, it's dominant. That's how you know whether it's the CH or the K. All right, what does that mean? Anybody in the chat?
Sister, she asked, is it old? Does it mean old?
Old? No. It's not old. It's not old. What you got?
A lot of us say you can't remember.
Latazal, you still in that chat, bro? Drinking that yahan on Friday night. What you got?
Sis said, I don't know.
And that's right. That's no problem. It's an old word that means this. Huh?
There's a marker.
Yeah.
It's a light skin.
I know. White skin, man. Right? I think that's how you spell sacrifice. Is that how you spell it? What you got? What clause I got?
He's like, come on, I'm still here.
I got you. That's what that word means, right? Zabak, okay? You know, when the Lord, that's how you spell it, yeah. When the Lord spoke something, all right, what time we got in the chat there?
It's 8:26.
Okay. When the Lord, I'll get over here and write a little bit now. When the Lord wrote something in the Hebrew, when he says sacrifice, this is the word you use, zabak.
Right.
Okay? Okay. All right. So, how we want to do? Let's see. Let's write this in Hebrew. Z, za, representing, right? And then we say what? Ba, like this.
Right.
Ba. Okay? So far we have za, ba. So it's independent connected because I hear that. Right? Za, and then I'm have what? Ka? Right? So it's going to be looking like this. That's the word in Hebrew. Zabak. Right? If you ever hear anybody say zabak, it means to sacrifice. What does that mean, to sacrifice? What does that mean? Look that word up, Kazimar. Officer. Look up sacrifice. Zabak. Z-A-B-A-C-H. To sacrifice. And of course, we use an independent connector for za, right? That is that's one of our Hebrew characters. Then we use ba. See how it's erased a little better. Ba. That's because it's board's getting dry. It takes about a half an hour to dry. What does it say?
This is the definition of sacrifice.
Right.
It said destruction or surrender of something for the sake of something else.
Right. To sacrifice. In other words, something has to die for something to live.
Right.
That's what basically what that's saying, right? Christ was a sacrifice, right? So he was a zabak, a Mashiach, our Savior, anointed. And he was our anointed. He was our ultimate, our sacrifice to get us back on track. So he was our what? Zabak, right? Or Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Sacrifice. Zabaka. Zabaka. Hear that long sound there? Zabak. And so to explain it, you have an independent connector za, which gets a sound that sounds like za by itself. With an independent sound, it's just going to say za. Am I right now, y'all? Talk to me, man. And then we have ba, right? Ba. That's a sound of its own, right? This is full sound, ba. But ka, we get to cut it off a little bit because we just want to join it together with the ba. That's all they want to do, and then they can go home. But when you do make that sound, it's bach, like Bach. You know, I think it's what Beethoven and Bach and all them. All right, yeah, you can put that word up, man. Let me see the chart, man. Let me see back. Let me get with my peep. What we got? What they say? They believe that? They believe what I'm saying?
They ain't say nothing, but I think they hear.
Huh?
So I think they hear. They ain't say nothing.
Zabak. That's what the word means. To sacrifice. To something to die to benefit something else.
Right.
Now, Christ was the ultimate lamb. Basically is what that meant.
Right.
That's what the word means. Something died or something sacrificed. Without the shedding, look that word up. Look that up. Without the shedding of blood, that could be, what you got?
What you want?
Somebody wrote something?
Oh, no, she's like,
Con, yeah, good. Appreciate that, Jada. But without the shedding of blood, there can be no iniquity. There can be no remissions of sins. Look that up in the, I can't remember where it is right off.
No more sacrifice for sin.
You know, just look this up, shedding of blood in the Bible. You'll find it over there. Without the shedding of blood, there can be no remissions of sin. You know, that's what, if Christ didn't sacrifice himself, then there would be no remissions of sin. Right? Right? What we got?
Hebrews 9:22.
Hebrews 9:22. Go. What you got? Talk to me.
And almost all things are by the law purged with blood. And without shedding of blood,
Without the sacrifice of blood, go ahead.
is no remission.
That's no remission. That means no forgiveness, right?
Right.
Without the sacrifice of blood, without the zabak of blood. And blood is adawam, right?
Right.
Zabak, adawam. Without the shedding of blood. I didn't put the ing in there, but that's like, I can look it up because I have to look up a tense for that. But that's how you read Hebrew. Once you understand the rules, then you can write the sentence that go with it. Right? Okay, I'm done with that. Go ahead. Let's get back to my people there in that chat. Did people understand it? Yeah. Zabak, without the shedding, there was a Hebrews, right? Without the shedding of blood, basically, there's no propitiation for sins. There's all kinds of places in there. In other words, Christ gave us an illustration, man, in the Bible where you know, we try to use what? We're going to go over that tomorrow, too, and show you how we were sacrificing the streets, man.
Right.
They shed our blood, man.
Yeah.
Because Christ's going to come back here and take these people out of here. That's a whole nother subject. I don't want to get started right now. They're going to take these people out of here, especially y'all that want to join Esau and be on his police force, right? Be on his police force and be on his army, right? And join them and go out and kill a brother in the street, man. You know, it's anyway, I'm off on a whole other subject. But anyway, that's why we're slaughtered in the street right now.
Right.
Because we don't love our brothers, man. We don't love ourselves. If you love yourself, you wouldn't go out and be part of. You wouldn't have went and tried to be part of Martin Luther King.
Right.
If you love your brother, you would teach him, man. You don't do that. You know, you don't go around. Somebody should have stopped them 4 cops from what was it, 4 or 5? 5?
5. Yeah,
Somebody should have stopped those 5 cops from taking our brother out, man, like that.
Yeah.
The brother had no reason to die, but he did. And so, you know, so anyway, that's it. And Christ died. They hung him from a tree. Christ died for me, some dirty, disgusting sinner like me. When you look back at who you are, man, it's a damn shame how we look at ourselves. And we sit on this cross, we sit up here drinking wine and eating bread, man, and we sit up here don't even know what Christ, a real human being from the seed of David,
Right.
had to die for your sins, man. You know, Yahweh gave him that honor to die for me, for some disgusted, wicked being like me, right?
Right.
So that's why we should go and what? What should we do after all that? Keep his commandments, right?
That's right.
If you love him, give me that text there. If you love him, you're gonna do what? Keep his what? Anybody got somebody written down there, Cos? What's that?
Not to say like I don't want if I make is the month. I guess he's saying November. It says NOV. Qadash Akkad Azariah.
Qadash is month, and what else?
Akkad.
Akkad, yeah, that's Aparium, I think.
Ashariah.
The Shariam. Yeah, I think that's first. Oh, wait a minute. Hold a minute. Let me see. They want to know what November is?
No, November.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
First, the month?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Well, let's look it up then, man. If you want to write Qadash Akkad Asherah, and Akkad Asherah is 1 and 10. Write that down. Who wrote that? Latazar? All right, go ahead. You go ahead and erase that. Let's put it up there. Let's put it up there what he has written down there. Let's write that down. Let's write down what he has. Go ahead and do what you gotta do now, get that off the board. Okay? And don't play with it, go ahead and get it on out the way. Use an old one, I mean, you know, I don't care. Do what you gotta do. There you go. All right, let's write down, he wanted to know the month of the year for November, right?
Okay.
Are you writing? Okay, let's write this down. Are you ready? Let's get to it. You're gonna work it tonight, bro. Right? You were back in school, like. I appreciate it. Like we write, Qadash is month. Right? It's called, right, month 11 up there. Month 11. Y'all taking me all through all kind of lessons tonight, ain't you? Which I opened my mouth and said, is there any questions? And that's what happens in the Lashawan Qadash. Month 11. Okay, you want to write Qadash. Qadash. Ka. Dash. D-A-S-H. All right. And then Akkad. Give me some space. There you go. Akkad. Akkad. That's right. That's right. That's right. A-A-D. I mean, until just keep writing until I tell you to stop. Asherah. Okay? That means, that is actually November right there. That means the month of 11 or the month of November. That's what it really means. Go ahead and write November 11th up there. Write it underneath there. Underneath, right there. There you go. It's really just to write November. Well, you don't have to write November 11th. It's not November 11th. It's the 11th month. So just write November. Write 11th. There you go. That's close enough. And what we have here is this. I appreciate that. Qadash means month.
Right.
Okay? Akkad means one, right? Y'all remember that, right?
Right.
Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Shanya, Akkad. What is it? Akkad, Shanya, Shalash. There you go. That's 1, 2, and 3. In this case, there's another word for one. We're going to use Akkad tonight. Qadash, Akkad, and Asherah. What is Asherah? Anybody in the chat? In the chat. Let's see if people in the chat know what Asherah means. Talk to me, somebody. Come on. What we got?
Qadash, I said it's 10.
10, right. Clap it up for that brother right there, right. Latazah say 10. Y'all write these notes down. Jada and Latazah and whoever else in the chat, right? Qadash means month. Since you're on this. Akkad is 1. So 1 plus 10 is what? 11.
Right.
So it's month 11. See, we name things Qadash as month.
Right.
Qadash, right? That's how we name things, right?
Right.
Qadash Ra'ashwan means one, or first. Somebody's got something in the chat there?
Sister Jada, she said, can you spell it?
Who?
Sister Jada said, can you spell it?
Can I spell what?
I guess.
Can I spell what?
I guess she's talking about 10.
Spell what?
10, maybe? I don't know. She
It's-
said she can spell it.
What are you saying? Spell what?
10, I'm guessing. I
Oh,
don't know.
10.
She said, can you spell it? Yeah.
Asherah. Oh, 10.
Yeah, I thought it was right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Asherah. Oh, okay, here, I see what you're saying. Here's 1, and here's 10. That's what that is. That's what, right underneath is what they represent. That makes sense?
Okay, and then the doctor said, but when you say month 1, it'll be Qadash Lashawan, right?
If I say 1, Qadash Ra'ashwan,
Right.
Ra'ashwan, it doesn't mean, it's It's saying you can say a cod, but it's really Lashawan, which means like a first or beginning or the first, you know, like month one. You can say that because month one is understood as the first month. So it's Lashawan,
Right.
Lashawan. Okay.
Right.
Anything else on that?
No.
Okay, let's clap it up for our brothers and sisters. But that's what it is, I.S.U.P.K. And of course, and these are beginning lessons, which is cool. You can build off that. Once you learn how Hebrew is built and written, it's more stuff. It can get more intense. It's just the beginning level. I mean, you know, if I get into it deeper, you don't ever give people too much of their lunch bucket.
Right.
They'll sit down and eat it up in one on the corner and drink water, and they'll be full, and then they won't have no room for learning. They can't even walk no more.
Right.
We don't want that. We don't want you in another Hebrew Israelite camp that's fake. Right?
Right.
We don't want you in a fake camp. You said, "Oh, burp, I ate too much." You know, don't blame me. That's all I'm saying. Learn. Pay attention to what we're saying. Don't try to jump the gun on stuff. Don't try to be ahead of the teacher. Trust me, it'll never work. You won't learn that way. And all this information you get from online and all this stuff, you need to know what's going on. You need to know how to use this information. But Qadash, Akkad, Asherah.
Right.
Right, it means month 11. I mean, we can go on further and further. What time we have?
It's 8:42.
8:42. All right, give me, what else you got over? You got another word over there?
What's that with Shaw?
Yeah, write that word down. Let's figure out what that means. And then we'll do maybe one or two more and we'll finish it up, right? What does that mean?
It means to ask.
Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
That means to ask.
Does it mean to ask or of? I think it's called a both, I think. What I got?
Yeah, say ask.
Ask? I think, okay. It's, I said ask, is that what I had down? Go ahead and put that down. I thought for sure it meant of. Any more?
We got anoint, like mashak.
Mashak? Go ahead, put that down. Great job tonight, Trooper. What does that yonder bar mean again?
That means no sweat.
No sweat, man. That's no problem. I say, the water. Yeah, don't mention it. No sweat. I mean, don't speak of it. That's what it means. Ooh. Yeah, we went over that about, I don't know, a few times in class.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
What does that mean, Mashak? What I got written down there? Ooh. There you go. What does that mean?
That means to anoint.
Because you had another word down.
Kind of,
That's a whole other word. Give Captain Mashak name messed up down there now. He give me a phone call, said, hey, right. Hey, all right, what you got?
Anoint.
All right, go ahead and write anoint up there. Anoint, right? So when we take people and we pour oil over the head, that's what we're doing. We're anointing them, right? Like that's why you call Christ Hamashiach, right? The Hamashiach. That means the anointed one, right?
Right.
That's what that means. But the word itself, Mashak, means to anoint. And it's not so much as learning a bunch of vocabulary words. It does just write down is learning the integrity of those words and how they're formed. That's the point, and what they mean, and what goes with them. Because, you know, we wasn't back there when they picked out all this stuff.
Right.
But Moses, actually Adam, right?
Right.
And Eber, right?
Right.
We got time for one more, maybe. I think. What else you got there?
This one we got Bakar.
Bakar? Go ahead and write down Bakar. You can write it down up there. So we'll have to get
It's like,
Yeah, what you got?
Sister Jada, she said, so it's not Shaw, so it's Shaw and not Sha'al, like S-H-A-A-L.
S-H-A-A-L
Yeah, she thought it was that instead of that.
instead of shawl?
No.
I don't think so. Let me look that word up. What does that word mean? To ask?
Yeah, she thought it was ass. That's what she put.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me look at the word here. Yeah. What did you got down there? Did I write it down wrong? It is S-H-A-L.
You got it written down there wrong, right? You probably wrote it down. Yeah, that's probably what it is. It is A-L in there.
Yeah, it kind of it's AL in
Well, let's put it down there. You're right, Jada. The shawl, because I thought, that's the reason why I looked at the word shawl means of. You wrote down shawl. That's not ask, it's shawl. I knew it didn't mean, I knew because the word, and then, go ahead and write that. A-L. What are you doing?
So it's shop.
A-L, and then write a big A.
Wait a minute. You got me.
Erase the L. Put a hyphen. Not an apostrophe, a hyphen. And then put A-L. There you go, shawl. Now put down the word shawl down here. And that equals of. There we go. Yeah, you just had it spelled wrong. Exactly right. Okay? So shawl, I think when I was saying shawl, I think you wrote down just shawl. Right? But it's actually shawl. Because I thought when I looked at it, the word shawl itself is of. Okay? That's very simple. That's why in Hebrew, if you miss one vowel or one letter, you can change the whole word. That makes sense? Okay, Mashach, anoint. Got it. Qadash, Qadashara. Is that it on that? What else we got?
We got
What?
Matazawa.
Really? What did I say?
Matazawa.
Nah, yeah, go ahead. I don't know. You can put it down. I don't even know. What does it mean?
It means commandment.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and put that down. And right up top what it means, yeah. Commandment, yeah. There we go. Just simply means commandment, right? Matazawa, okay? That it? I think that's the last word we use tonight. Here, let me see that. You're done, right? Matazawa, commandment, this last one. It's just some words that we put down and build off the vocabulary. We good with that?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be here all night trying to do words. I just want you guys to get the gist
Of how you write them and what they mean. For instance, like we said, what do we say? Mashach, anoint.
Right.
Sha'al is ask, and shawl is of. So just missing one letter out of there can mess that up right there. So you guys got that? That makes sense? Any more questions? Save for next week. You come to class, participate, right? Make sure you pay attention to I.S.U.P.K, because anything that a fake Hebrew Israelite can't learn, where did it come from?
One West.
One West, right?
125th Street.
Right? One West. All right, we're going to give us some announcements. You ready over there? Come on with it. We're going to close them out with a salute, right? Go ahead.
All right, this is the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We had a I.S.U.P.K started on 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York.
Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be salute only. They are here to share themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 to 21 in Malachi 3 and 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of any increase the Lord gives you, get to the treasury department. Priest fund, a free will offering for the priest, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation, the Feast of Purim, 14th day and 15th day of the 12th month. Sunday the 5th, March, and Monday the 6th, March 2023. You can read about this in Esther 9 and 20 through 31. And we have the 54th annual Passover coming up on April 4th in Raleigh, North Carolina.
That's right.
All right, remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf.
Right.
And we'll get one courtesy salute for the brothers
And then the sisters also.
and the sisters.
Go ahead.
Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmad Barak, Yahweh Yahweh, and a courtesy salute for the sisters. Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmad Barak, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh Shabbat, Class dismissed.
Clap it up.